Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. I'm back with another tutorial today on how to defeat the Valkyrie Gunner. So, if you haven't watched the previous videos on how to defeat the other two Valkyries, because this one is number 3, I recommend you go watch those. There will be links down below in the description and on top right hand corner, so make sure to check them out before you watch this. Also, if you have already watched this or have already got most of the stuff that you should get, like armor and upgraded axe, you should skip the middle part of this video and go right ahead to when I start talking about how to defeat it, because most of the stuff I'm going to talk about today has already been talking about in the other videos. It's all there for the people who are the first time watching this video and haven't watched the rest of the videos. Anyways, so before we start, I really appreciate it if you left a like on this video and also sub to the channel and leave a comment down below on whether you found this helpful. So let's begin. First of all, before going to any Valkyrie, you need to go to Niflheim and get some armor. So basically all the armors that you need for this Valkyrie is at Niflheim. So what are the armors? The Mist Deadly Armor, chest armor, the Mist Deadly Wrist Armor, the Mist Deadly Waist Armor. So how to get them from Niflheim? Basically you have to go to Niflheim after getting all the language ciphers and go to the dwarf in Niflheim. He'll ask you to get 500 Mist Echoes to get the entry stone for the main chamber. That's where the main shield is. So you go around Niflheim and get some Mist Echoes by just killing the enemies and then opening some chests to get 500. So 500 is so easy. You can get it from like maybe quarter of a rotation and get 500. You go back to the dwarf, give it to him, and of course you have to buy it from resources. So you just go ahead to the dwarf, go to resources, and then buy the entry stone. It's gonna cost you just 500 Mist Echoes, no money whatsoever. So you go back and start collecting Mist Echoes by just going from the left and keep going left and left and left, but be careful not to counter the Valkyrie because she's in there. As soon as you see her, like you can see her in the distance before you go in, just back out because you're not ready for that fight. So basically just keep on rotating and you're hopefully gonna get between 6,000 and 8,000 Mist Echoes in one rotation, and that's plenty. I cannot stress enough, it's plenty for our task here. So maybe 1 or 2 rotations will be just fine. However, if you want an extra advantage here, you can upgrade your axe to the max by just getting between 7,500 and 10,000 Mist Echoes just for that, because you need to open some chests in the main chamber up there. So for the armors, you don't have to get any Mist Echoes to open the chest for them. You just have to open up there, just open some chests for free and you'll get the shield. However, it's gonna the sun's gonna say, oh, it's not usable, blah blah, whatever. That's okay. You have to get back to the dwarf and give him some Mist Echoes and he'll fix that up for you. Now as for the ice, it's easy. Just get between 7,500 and 10,000 Mist Echoes and go ahead and up some chests up there that cost Mist Echoes. That's why you need that much Mist Echoes. And hopefully after getting all of those and getting like 1 or 2 rotations, easily just go back to the dwarf and you have to buy that last part for upgrading your axe from the resources. And you're gonna get yourself level 6, the max level for the axe, and they're gonna give you a ton of advantage against any Valkyrie. Now I highly recommend you be at least level 7 before fighting any Valkyrie, apart from the queen, because the queen level 8 and you have to be level 8. You don't have to be level 8, but it's recommended to be level 8. Anyways, you have to be at least level 7 because all the Valkyries that I fought are level 7, and makes your life much easier. Now, as for the stocks that you have on your armors, I don't have a specific recommendation for that, because from what I understand here is it's free. You can do whatever you want with yours, because if you got to this part where in the story where you finish the story and you got pretty much everything unlocked and you wander around the world and you learned a lot of stuff, you have a good judgment on what to choose and what enemies to fight. If the Valkyrie were like in the beginning of the story, yeah, and people have to encounter them in the beginning, yeah, I would recommend some stuff to have like stocks. But for this, I don't have any recommendation. Just stock as much stuff as you can that improves your runic, defense, fertility, and strength defense. That's basically it. And also some stuff that gonna regenerate health. That's what the armors are for. all the armors can generate health for you. So you're pretty much set on your health in terms of if you get like a hit or two from any Valkyrie. Yeah, as I said, getting those stocks, I don't recommend for any stocks. I don't have a specific recommendation. And as for runic attacks, also I don't have a specific recommendation. You can watch my gameplay in a bit here to show you what runic attacks I used, and trust me, they work just fine. Any runic attack hopefully will be just fine with any Valkyrie. Now, as for the sun, what you need to have for your sun is at least level, I don't know what level he is for the bow to get him maxed out, but at least close to a max with his bow, and also 4 arrows. You at least need 4 arrows for this because it helps you a lot with the Valkyrie and gonna take down some flying Valkyries. That's the main tip here. And also for the special attack for the boy, I think the best here is to have the Ravens and the Ravens upgrade to the max because they stun the Valkyrie and gonna give you a ton of advantage to just go ahead and use all your runic attacks on her, and it'll take her life just like way. The health bar would just drop instantly. So that's my recommendation for the armor and the boy. So why Gunner number 3? Basically, if you have defeated the other 2 Valkyries, this one should be a piece of cake because she only have 4 attacks, and all of her attacks are almost the same, except for like one will be after spinning her wings, and the other one when she's flying, and the third one is when she's like running towards you. I think about it, that's 3 now 4. Anyways, these attacks are blockable, so if you get her on time, you can pretty much block every attack, and then you can like stun her afterwards because you blocked it, and you can just use your runic attacks. She's easy to take down because she doesn't have any like red attacks, so that means like you can pretty much be guaranteed that you won't take any damage if you block all her attacks and if you like dodge it. So whenever she has a side attack, just make sure to have your shield up exactly when she's about to hit you so you can block it, and then you use your runic attack on her and it should be a piece of cake. Also, she might fly, and so you can throw your axe and prevent her from attacking you, but if she managed to get to you before you actually throw your axe, you can easily just block that attack and you can use your runic attacks on her. Finally, whenever she swings her wings, she'll not like stab you with her wings like the other 2 Valkyries. With this one, she'll only like use her weapon exactly like how she used the other side attacks basically. So it's a side attack but with spraying wings basically in the beginning. So let's dive into the gameplay.
A Valkyrie. We have to save her.
Think before you act. Are we prepared to face such a powerful foe?
I'm ready if you are.
Aye, same here, if that counts for anything.
Here she goes.
Come on.
Here we go.
You are unworthy.
Dude, I had my armor up. Get down here, you freak.
Oh, I felt that one, brother.
Hit you.
And we're done.
Thank you for releasing my physical form. I have only gratitude.
Why were you trapped?
I am uncertain. My mind still fragmented. The Rockstall of Valkyrs. It is the last thing I remember.
The what?
Valhalla awaits. I must return.
Rockstall